Good evening to all class 10 students. Today's topic is which we are going to start today, decentralization in India in lesson 2, federalism. You have book, then take the page number 24. Page number 24. Before that, I would like to tell you that we have finished chapter 1 and part of the chapter 2, that's federalism, features of federalism, coming together federation and holding together federation, what makes India a federal country, in which we have studied union list, state list, concurrent list. Residuary subjects we studied, union territories, how is federalism practiced, under which we studied linguistic states, language policy, and center-state relation. Today our topic is decentralization in India. First of all, you have to understand what is decentralization. Like one person cannot handle all the things. One king in a country cannot handle all the things. He appoints ministers. Like that, only central government cannot handle all the things. So some task from the central government is given away and taken to the state governments. That's called decentralization. In simple words, we can say that the distribution of powers and work is called decentralization. So page number 24, decentralization in India. Today we study why there is need of decentralization in India. And that's good example is Belgium. Central government, state government and government of Brussels and community government. We noted above that federal governments have two or more tiers of governments. We have so far discussed the two tiers of government in our country. We have discussed that in our country we have central government and state governments. But you must know that we have three levels, three tiers of government. Central government for the entire nation, state governments for the different states, and third level is local government, Panchayati Raj and municipalities, about which we are going to study. But a vast country like India cannot be run only through these two tiers. States in India are as large as independent countries of Europe. यूरोप के जैसे जितने बड़े राज्य हैं हमारे यहाँ. लाइक इन टर्म्स ऑफ पॉपुलेशन की अगर बात करें, उत्तर प्रदेश is bigger than Russia. Maharashtra is about as big as Germany. Think about it. Many of these states are internally very diverse. महाराष्ट्र में, जैसे महाराष्ट्र में वो कोस्टल एरियाज वालों का कुछ कल्चर अलग है, तो विदर्भ क्षेत्र का कल्चर कुछ अलग है. बिहार में मिथिलांचल का कल्चर कुछ अलग, तो चंपारण का कल्चर कुछ अलग. लाइक दैट. Many of these states are internally very diverse and different. There is thus a need for power sharing. Thus, there is need for power sharing within these states. Underline it. Underline it. And note the question. What is the need for? Note down the question. What is the need for decentralization in India? What is the need for decentralization in India? अभी आपने जो पढ़ा उसको लिखना है. आगे बढ़ता हूँ. Federal power sharing in India needs another tier of government बिलो दैट ऑफ द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की ज़रूरत, इसीलिए क्योंकि स्टेट हमारे यहाँ यूरोपियन देश जैसे बड़े हैं, तो सिर्फ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट से काम नहीं चलेगा. दिस इज द रेशनल मीन्स आइडिया फॉर डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन ऑफ पावर. दस resulted a third tier of government called local government. Now, what is the idea behind local government? Why the local government was formed? The topic we are going to study. Listen, when power is taken away from central and state governments and given to local government, it is called decentralization. Underline it. This is the definition of decentralization. And you note down one more question. What do you mean by decentralization? What do you mean by decentralization? Okay, let's move. The basic idea, underline the word the basic idea. इसके पीछे मुख्य उद्देश्य क्या है? Idea क्या है? The basic idea behind decentralization is that there are a large number of problems and issues which are best settled at the local level. बहुत सारी ऐसी समस्याएं हैं जिसका समाधान लोकल लेवल पर संभव है. आपके घर के पास वाटर लॉगिंग हो जाता है, ये लोकल लेवल की समस्या है. मोहल्ले की बिजली खराब हो गई, लोकल लेवल की समस्या है. Second, people have better knowledge of problems in their localities. Third, they also have better ideas on where to spend money and how to manage things more efficiently. Fourth, at the local level, it is possible for the people to directly participate in decision making. This helps to inculcate. Here, inculcate means develop a habit of democratic participation. And last, local government is the best way to realize one important principle of democracy, namely local self-government. You have to write it point-wise when I give you the question. And write down the question. Explain the basic idea. Explain the basic idea behind decentralization. Explain the basic idea behind decentralization. You have to write this 5 or 6 points, point wise. Okay. Now, last paragraph. The need for decentralization was recognized in our constitution. Constitution ने इसकी आवश्यकता को महसूस किया. Since then, there have been several attempts to decentralize power to the level of village and towns. Panchayats in villages and municipalities in urban areas were set up. इसी डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन के लिए गांव में पंचायती राज और शहरों में म्यूनिसिपैलिटीज की स्थापना हुई. बट दीज वर डायरेक्टली अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, लेकिन उनके पास अपना कोई पावर नहीं था. इलेक्शंस टू दीज लोकल गवर्नमेंट्स वर नॉट हेल्ड रेगुलरली यानी हर 5 साल पे इलेक्शंस भी नहीं होते थे. एंड लोकल गवर्नमेंट्स डिड नॉट हैव एनी पावर्स और रिसोर्सेस ऑफ देयर ओन. उनके पास अपना कोई पावर और रिसोर्सेस नहीं था. देन in 1992 a major step was taken, about which you will study in my next class. Okay, thank you very much. So today we discussed 3 questions. First one is what is the need for decentralization in India? Second, what do you mean by decentralization? And third, explain the basic idea behind decentralization. Okay, thank you very much.